And here we are. Left-handed batter Maya Davis will step in. She's the center fielder. She swings at the first pitch, hits it deep to left center. Briggs drifting back, just short of the fence, makes the catch. Davis put a charge into that one into a pretty hard wind. Davis, a .409 hitter with 7 doubles and a couple of triples, but Briggs was equal to the task, and one pitch and a long out here to start the ball game. And then we'll bring up Maddie Hayden, the left fielder. Briggs, watching on the replay, caught it, then bumped into the fence. Chopper up the middle over the bag. It's fielded by Petty, but she will have no play. Hayden, the lefty, will beat out the base hit. Hayden, a .328 hitter. And she is on base, and the Cajuns like to run. Hayden has stolen 10, and they have attacked the first pitch. That one wasn't hit quite as hard as the one Davis hit, but it was a chopper back up the middle. Once they got over Berzon, there was nothing to do for Petty except field it and look at it. Lefty batting, Lainey Crater will step in. Strike one at the knees from Sydney Berzon. Now, the Tigers did not have a good weekend against Auburn for the most part, but Sydney had a pretty good weekend, all considered. Fly ball to deep right, rooted it back, and it is out of here in front of the scoreboard and right, and it is 2-0. The Cajuns quickly take the lead. As Crater hits her 6th of the season, a solid low line drive that got over the fence in front of the scoreboard. Pitch that Berzon left up over the plate, and Crater turned on it. I was going to tell you that Berzon had a pretty good weekend against Auburn. 10 1/3 innings, only 1 earned run, and struck out 11. But she has been touched up for a home run here. Righty bat, Alexa Langeliers, the second baseman, takes it inside, ball 1. That is only the 5th homer that Berzon has allowed in 121 innings this season. And the Cajuns quickly lead 2-0. They have been in attack mode early. There's a chopper off of Daniels. It'll go to Pleasance. Throw to first is not quite in time. And that should be a base hit for Langeliers. And it was a one-hopper, hit pretty hard. Daniel reached up at third and deflected it. Pleasance got it, but Langeliers, good enough runner to beat the play at first. And there's a chopper. Daniel goes up high to get that one. Throw to second for the force. Throw to first, not in time. Well, the Cajuns are in attack mode. Lots of early swings. And they've been very aggressive. That was a down and in pitch and a pretty good one. Got the result Berzon was looking for, a chopper. Langeliers got a single. She is forced out at second. Rowe, who just hit that one, is at first base. Now Brooke Elistad, the third baseman, hitting from the left side, takes ball 1 low and in. Elistad, .356 hitter, 6 homers, 33 runs batted in. And the 1-0, swing and a miss on a good changeup. With 2 down, runner at first, counts now 1-1. Rowe has stolen 5. And the count to the batter here, 1-1. And a swing and a miss, pitch down and in. The count's a ball and 2 strikes. And the 1-2, tried to check. Home plate umpire says she did not. Scott Mayer rings up Elistad, and that'll end the inning. So Elistad just hit 208, 15 for 72. Rudity had a home run. That was in the Saturday game where Lynch threw the no-hitter, and they will face the lefty Riasetto, who delivers an outside corner strike, 0-1. LSU's troubles were against the lefty Sydney Lowe of Auburn, who had been struggling but found some success against LSU's left-handed hitting lineup. Pitches away, and it's 1-1. Riasetto, 2.38 ERA, 10-2 record, 25th appearance, her 15th start, 85 1/3 innings, and only 38 strikeouts. So not a power pitcher, but only 20 walks. She delivers down and away here, and it's 2-1. 2-0 Cajuns. They got a 2-run homer from Crater in the first inning. Top of the inning. Jam shot into left field. It's a base hit for Rudity. Didn't get a ton of it, but put it in a good spot. The Tigers have something going to start the first inning. And that'll bring up Sierra Briggs, the Tigers center fielder. Briggs had a career-high tying 14-game hitting streak broken on Sunday. Comes in with a .372 average, 5 doubles, 2 triples, 2 homers, 17 RBI. And she runs up, takes a strike called over the outside corner. Cajun defense has Elistad at third, Vasquez at short, Langoliers at second, Rowe at first, Valdez catching, Hayden left, Davis center, and Falterman in right. The 0-1 runs up, takes strike 2. Says home plate umpire Scott Mayer. Michael Thibodeau at first, Brian Soule at third. And the count is 0-2. And she ran up there, took it a little bit low, and it's 1-2. Well, these teams met 5 times last year. Briggs hit .250 against the Cajuns. LSU in the 5 games hit .243. Tried to hold up, could not on a pitch away. Briggs is out on strikes, and there's 1 out. So in the games, LSU hit .243. The Cajuns hit .276. In the 5 games that these teams met, Cajuns hit 7 homers. LSU hit 5. Here's Allie Newland batting third. Had been on a pretty good tear and then struggled a little bit against Auburn. Shows a bunt. That's a good one. Catcher's going to come out, get it, throw to first in time. Sacrifice, though, will be granted to Newland, and Rudity will go down to second base. Newland, though, was trying to bunt for a hit and came pretty close to getting it, but good play by Valdez. And they're now 2 down for Raylene Gutierrez. Gutierrez had LSU's only RBI Sunday against Auburn. She was 2 for 9 in the series. She takes outside, ball 1. Gutierrez, a .331 hitter, leads LSU with 12 doubles, has 5 homers, has driven in 32. The 1-0 popped up foul back. And the count is 1-1. Riasetto pitched in 4 appearances against LSU last year in those 5 games and did not give up a run. Pitches up and away, and it's 2-1. She had 4 appearances, all in relief. A runner at second, 1 out, 2 outs, beg your pardon, here in the bottom of the first. And the pitch, Gutierrez watches it a little bit inside, apparently, and it's 3-1. Taylor Pleasance is on deck, batting 5th. And the 3-1. That is low, ball 4. And that will bring Pleasance to the plate. And Pleasance in a bit of a funk. Last year she hit .333 against the Cajuns. Right now she is at .280 for this year. And had a rough week, 0 of 7 against Auburn. First pitch to Pleasance, up and away, ball 1. And the 1-0 to the plate. Low and away, 2 balls, no strikes. Kind of an extended slump, though, for Pleasance. Her average was up over .340 not a long time ago. And she stands in here at .280. Watches that one. It's a strike, and it's 2-1. Again, Riasetto not a particularly hard thrower. Not a ton of strikeouts, but pitches to weak contact. First and second, 2 down. And here's the pitch. And a strike over the outside corner, 2-2. Riasetto has some comparisons to Shelby Lowe, who we saw over the weekend. The 2-2. Line drive down the left field line. It's going to drop, fair ball. Rudity rounds third. She will score. Going to third. Out at third base. is Gutierrez. And here is Sydney Berzon delivering a little bit low and in to Victoria Valdez, the catcher. Valdez, 289 hitter from the right side. And a good drop pitch outside corner strike, and it's 1-1. And the 1-1 coming. Bounced it, and it's 2-1. And the 2-1, low and in, 3-1. With all that traffic in the first inning, Berzon only threw 11 pitches. As the Cajuns were attacking early and often. The 3-1, ground ball foul past third. Counts 3-2. In fact, didn't get a chance to set the defense, but it's been LSU's pretty typical defense here of late. Daniel to start at third, Pleasance at short, Petty at second, Gutierrez at first, Bergeron catching. And LSU's all-everything outfield of Newland in left, Briggs in center, Rudity in right. And the 3-2, jam shot over short, Pleasance back as she makes an outstanding over-the-shoulder catch. Now the long reach of a 6-foot shortstop comes into play there. As Valdez didn't get much of it, and Pleasance going away from the infield, reached over, stretched out, and got it, 1 out. And Cecilia Vasquez, the shortstop, will bat. She's a 301 hitter, another righty. High chop, Berzon's got it in the circle. Throw to first, spiked it, but Gutierrez dug it out, and there's 2 down. Sometimes those pitchers, so used to the underhand, and every once in a while, when they've got to throw it overhand, it can get a little interesting. But Gutierrez, as she does on most plays, dug that one out. And here's Falterman, the lefty, drops a bunt, gonna let it roll, foul, first base line. Good decision, as they weren't gonna get Falterman. And that ball was a few feet fair, but it did spin foul, as Bergeron, Berzon, and Gutierrez all kind of stared at it. And nobody wanted any part of it. Falterman, speedy little right fielder, not much of an average. She's under 100, but very fast. She took it inside there, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Falterman only her 8th start, 0.95 average, just 2 for 21 on the year. 2 outs, bases empty. Runs up, takes that one high, and it's 2-1. Corners in, the 2-1, creeping in more, chopper to third, and it's over the bag, fair ball. And Falterman's got her 3rd hit of the year, so Daniel was creeping in at third. Falterman just slapped down on it. It went over Daniel and just inside the bag.
Number 42, center fielder Maya Davis.
And Maya Davis, the leadoff hitter who flew to deep left center field on the first pitch of the game, will be the batter. 409, their leading hitter. She tries to drop a bunt, and it's foul. That'll count as 0-1. Runner at first. Here's the pitch, low. Throw down to second. Bergeron thought Falterman was headed to second, but she wasn't. That was a good throw, too. Right on the bag. But Falterman sold it pretty good, but she was not going. She's 2 out of 3 on the year stealing bases. Cajuns will run. They've stolen 52. There she goes. Now they got to kind of caught her in between. Bergeron's throw down to first, not in time. Now Falterman had scampered a pretty good ways off the base and kind of got herself caught up a little bit. I think if Bergeron had taken a little more time and kind of stared her down, Mike could have had a play there, but it's 2-1. Tapper foul right at the plate, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. These teams will meet again next Tuesday night over in Lafayette. Lamson Park, Yvette Girard Field. And the 2-2. Swing and a foul. That one was dipping down and in. 2-1. Cajuns lead the Tigers, top of the 2nd inning. Four hits for the Cajuns, 2 for LSU. Here's the 2-2. Down and in. Watch that one. Good take, and it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Runner will definitely get to go this time. And the pitch. Chopper to second. Good short hop by Petty. A scoop to first in time. And that will end the inning. No runs at Sports Radio Network. Work on SEC Network Plus. Here's Carly Petty. Tigers second baseman. Lefty versus lefty matchup. And Riaceto brings strike 1 over the inside corner. Petty among the Tigers who were hitting pretty well here lately. She was 2 for 8, a homer and a couple of runs batted in against Auburn. Pitch is low in the dirt, 1 ball, 1 strike. Kind of came out of it in the midweek against Southeastern last Wednesday, when she had 3 hits, 5 runs batted in, and of course the game-winning 3-run homer in the bottom of the 8th. Here's the 1-1, swing and a foul back, and it's 1-2. LSU has 7 lefties and 2 righties. Cajuns 5 lefties, 4 righties in their lineup. Bergeron on deck, and then Kelly Lynch will hit. The 1-2 just missed away. Good take by Petty, and it's 2-2. And the 2-2 fouled away to the left side. Petty homered Wednesday against Southeastern, then again Friday against Auburn. Big gap in left center for her. She will go that way from time to time. Here's the 2-2. Fouled down the left field line again. Honestly, not a particularly big crowd here tonight. Good mix, of course, the home team, and a good bit of vermilion red in the crowd. Cajuns in all vermilion red tonight, jerseys and pants. LSU in the white sleeveless with purple pants. And the 2-2. Fly ball foul again out of play. Now, the Cajuns are set up pretty good. The biggest test on paper in their league was at Texas State, and they went and won 2 out of 3. They've got series in the Sun Belt left with Southern Miss, ULM, and Troy. As they are 4 up with 9 to go. The 2-2 is low and in, ball 3. And the 3-2. Line drive into left center field. Left fielder cannot get it. Petty found the gap, and she's headed for second and will stand there with a double. Petty continues her good work at the plate as she went with that one. Finally found one she could keep between the lines and sliced it around Hayden out in deep left. And that'll bring up Macy Bergeron. Bergeron, 267 average coming in. Was 1 for 6 against Auburn. This pitch is low, ball 1. The one hit she had was the double in the 7th inning that put LSU with runners at 2nd and 3rd in the bottom of the 7th, but then Michaela Daniel lined out to end the game. The 1-0 tried to go opposite field. Not a bad idea with the runner at 2nd. Fouled it away, though, and the count's 1-1. 2-1. Cajuns top of the second. LSU the runner at second. Pitch up and in. 2 balls and a strike. Riaceto has pitched 85 in a third innings. That is second most. Sam Landry has pitched 130 in a third and has a 2.36 ERA. 2-1. A little bit low, ball 3. The lower part of the order trying to get something going here in the second. The 3-1. Ground ball past the third baseman, past the shortstop into left field for a base hit. Petty had to watch it. The throw, though, sails from the left fielder all the way home. And Bergeron alertly watched that and took second base. That was a mistake by Hayden and left. Now, Bergeron could not have put that one in a more perfect spot. It was just past Elistad at third and then just beyond Vasquez at short. A foot either way, and one of them grabs that. Now here is Lynch, right-handed bat. Chopper to the right side. Throw home is going to be in time. Beth Farina immediately calling for a review. I was a little surprised Langoliers even came home with that. I thought since they were kind of playing back that they were just kind of conceding the run and to take the out. And on the replay, it is very close. I think umpires were pretty quick, though. They're coming out. We'll get a call here in a second. Got to go all the way to the end of the dugout here. All right, out is called. It was close, but that looks like the proper call. Now, even with that, LSU will still have runners first and third and 1 out. Now, Lynch trying to drive it through the right side, at least put it in play. Petty out at home, but Bergeron at third, Lynch at first, and here's Sierra Daniel, the 9-hole hitter. Just back into the lineup the last now 3 games. Lefty takes it low, ball 1. Daniel started at third on Saturday and Sunday for the first time in 3 weeks. And played well both sides of the ball, so here she is again. Ground ball up the middle, knocked down by the second baseman. Shoveled it to second for an out, run score. Safe at first is Daniel, and this game is tied at 2. That was a great play by Langoliers, because that ball looked like it was headed up the middle. It went through the circle. Langoliers dove for it, and with her belly on the dirt and the ball in her glove, she shoveled it to her shortstop, Vasquez. But Daniel does her job. She puts the ball in play, and the run scores. And here's Rudity with the runner at first and 2 down. And strike called at the knees. It's 0-1. Rudity singled and scored a run back in the first inning. So Daniel will get an RBI there. And that is her 4th of the year. Another strike called outside corner. It's 0-2. Bergeron scores, Lynch forced out. The 0-2, a little bit low, and it's 1-2. Lynch, not one of LSU's fastest runners. Wasn't able to get down and beat the force, but a great play by Langoliers. And a little bit of ingenuity. The 1-2, inside out, inside the bag, down the third base line. Rounding third, stopping there is Daniels. Rudity to second with a double, her second hit of the night. And the Tigers have second and third for Sierra Briggs. Third base line was wide open, and Rudity went down and just sliced it as Elistad was playing off the line. The game's tied at 2, and Briggs, who struck out in the first, has a chance to give LSU the lead. And strike 1 is called. Outside corner. And the 0-1 fouled away. Briggs behind 0-2. Tigers have piled up 5 hits, and all of them hit pretty well. And have tied the game at 2. Briggs down, no balls, 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss. She is out on strikes for the 2nd time in the game. And Berzon floats a changeup over the outside corner for a strike. Now Hayden, one of the ones who swung at the first pitch, 328 hitter, no homers. 11 doubles for the left-hander. A little bit low, and it's 1-1. Now, notice that the strike zone on both sides it's a low zone tonight, and that is where Berzon would like to go if she can get the calls down low. 1-1. Well, that one did not get that one. Low and inside, it's 2-1. Hayden and then a Crater, who homered for the 2 runs back in the first. Tied at 2, 3rd inning. And that one's low and away, ball 3. Well, Hayden has stolen 10. She happens to get on base. And the pitch, swing and a foul. Board says 2-2. I think the count is 3-2. I think. Or I could have maybe invented a pitch that didn't happen also. We do know it is 2 strikes. The pitch, chopper, foul. Confirmed it is a 3-2 count. Matt Caron, our video guy, has added them up. Again, as always, thanks for his sometimes useful and pertinent information. And it is a 3-2 count. And here it is. Slashed, foul just outside of 3rd. That one was close. That would have been a double, as Newland just now has fished it out of the corner. Leadoff batter here in the 3rd. And the 3-2. Fly ball to left, drifting back Newland. She'll be there. Camps out short of the track, makes the catch. And there's one down for Crater. Crater launched a line shot over the right field fence for the 2-run homer in the first. Her 6th of the year. The Cajuns 44th. They average exactly a homer a game. 44 homers now, and this is their 44th ball game. And Crater and Elistad and Valdez have 6. Langoliers leads them with 7. Pitches low, ball 1. And the 1-0, chopper to second, flattens out for Petty, slings at the first, and it's in time, 2 down. Now, Crater struggled in the games against LSU last year, only was 1 for 6, but came 87 hitter with those 7 homers, 30 runs batted in, and reaches for it, lines it into shallow left for a base hit. Another good piece of hitting by Langoliers, just kind of, she was off balance, but reached out and yanked it to left. And she'll be on base for Sam Rowe, who grounded to 3rd her first time. Yep, that pitch looked like where Berzon wanted it, outside corner at the knees. And Langoliers was just better. So she's 2 for 2. Rowe, right-handed bat, went for a high pitch and pulled it foul back out of play. Berzon doesn't live high. She'll break out a rise pitch every now and again, but most of what you'll see is low. Each team with 2 runs and 5 hits now. Chopper foul past 3rd. And Berzon quickly up. No balls and 2 strikes with 2 down. And this one just missed outside and away, 1-2. Well, it's one where you hope the batter swings and misses. If she doesn't, then you hope maybe you get the call, and didn't get that either. So you come back now with the 1-2. That one too far away, and it's 2-2. Well, with the hot streak that the Cajuns have been on there, and the tough schedule they played, computer numbers are really good right now. This one up and in, hits her in the shoulder, it looked like. So runners at first and second. I got ahead 0-2 and then ended up losing her on a hit batsman. See if we can get a view on the replay. It got her, actually not on the shoulder at all. It was closer to the bottom of the hand, the wrist area. Fortunately, it looks like Rowe is okay. And Elistad, the third baseman, struck out back in the first. Very dangerous left-handed batter. And the first pitch drops a little low, ball one. No, the first couple of outs were pretty quick. Now a couple of runners on. Here's the 1-0. That's low and in, ball two. Score tied at 2, top of the third inning. And the 2-0. Chopper to second. Should get out of the inning. Petty to first in time, and that will end the inning. So Berzon got sacrificed back in the second inning. Newland's average sits at 349. Lefty versus lefty. Strike one, finds the outside corner, and it's 0-1. Newland hit over 500 against Florida a couple weekends ago, but only had one hit against Auburn, and she's behind 0-2 as she fouls this one back. She was 1 for 9 against Auburn, and that one was a single. Here's the 0-2. Low and away, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Riasetto, a couple of innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, both earned, a walk, 2 strikeouts, both of those to Sierra Briggs. And the 1-2 pulled it foul. Now the center fielder, Davis, is way into right center field, so Newland has a huge gap in left center, and we see her go there often. And they are... You can see her, she's still behind what is still the teal Tiger head. 1-2, just missed away, and it's 2-2. No, they did not go inside there. Now we've seen Newland wear that gap out over her career here. The 2-2, line drive, one up, short second baseman had it go off of her glove and scoot away, and Newland will reach first. That was an awkward ball with a lot of spin. Had some overspin on it, and it was a sinking liner that Langoliers was just kind of handcuffed on. And we'll see how they rule it. I'd almost be tempted to give her a hit on that because the ball had some spin and it was sinking. And I think she thought she was going to catch it, and then it dropped right down at her knees. Here's Gutierrez. Strike called, and it's 0-1. Gutierrez walked in the first. Going to give an error to the second baseman. I guess I could see that as well, because the ball was right there, but I'm telling you, it had an awkward angle to it. Gutierrez tries to slap one inside the line at third and just missed, and she's down 0-2. We've seen Rudity find that spot. Third baseman Elistad a little closer to the bag now. Here's the 0-2, up and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Now Newland at first. None out. Here's the 1-2. Oh, that one missed a little bit up, perhaps. And it's 2-2. And the 2-2 to the plate. Fouled away to the left side. The Tigers batting for the first time not behind in the game, as we're tied at 2. And leadoff runner at first in Newland, and here is the 2-2. Chopper, a high bounce. Double play here. Shortstop picks it up, touches the bag, throw to first, double play. It was a high bouncer over the circle, but it didn't have enough oomph to get into center field. And Vasquez, right by the bag, caught the big hop, stepped on the bag, and got Gutierrez by several steps. So a double play, and that'll bring up Pleasance. Pleasance singled to left and drove in a run back in the first inning. LSU now, and they've actually gone back and changed the Newland play to a hit. So Newland gets a hit there. LSU now has 6 hits in the game, and Pleasance takes a strike at the knees. So Newland now 1 for 1 with the single. Here's the 0-1. Pleasance jams. She fouls it, and the count's 0-2. Two outs, bottom of the third, 2-2 score. LSU and the Cajuns. And the 0-2 fouled away, back off the end of the bat. LSU will travel to Rocky Top this weekend. Tennessee for 3. Tennessee first place in the SEC. 5 o'clock Friday, 11 a.m. Saturday, and 1 p.m. Sunday, all Central times. The 0-2 check swing. The pitch is low, and it's 1-2. So 5, 11, and 1. Friday, Saturday, Sunday times. And the 1-2 fouled away again. So Pleasance picked up her first hit in a little while with that hit that drove in a run. Again, she was 0 for 7 over the weekend. Hit by a pitch a couple times, but did not get a hit. And the 1-2. Chopped that one foul off of a foot, so it came back down and in. Now, Pleasance has seen pitches all over the place. Outside, inside, up. And she'll see another 1 ball and 2 strikes. Check swing foul at the plate. Going to get a pitch. We're about 9 or 10 pitches into this at bat now. Matt's going to tell me here. This will be the 8th. All right, so we're about 8 pitches in. This will be number 8 here. As Pleasance has spoiled a few. Here's the 1-2. Line drive into the gap, and left center field is going to drop. Center field is over to cut it off. But Pleasance a solid 2 for 2 tonight. And that is good news for LSU. And here is Carly Petty, who doubled back in the second. Pleasance just went with that pitch and guided it into left. Had a chance to get through, but Davis was really fast out there, and she was able to cut it off. Here is Petty. Runner at first, 2 down. And a foul ball back. Now this time Hayden, the left fielder, is a little further over into left center, as she was closer to the line her first time, and Petty split what was a pretty big gap out there for that double. The 0-1, curveball, slow, outside corner strike, and it's 0-2. Now with Hayden moving over, Petty has the left field line at her disposal. Here's the 0-2. Pitch is inside. Cajuns thought they had a strikeout, but it was called in, and it's 1-2. Their entire dugout thought they had that one, and it was close. Now again, a 1-2 fouled away. And we'll do it all again. Now the RPI rating that came out this week, the computer ranking, the Cajuns 14 1-2 is high, 2-2. LSU at 4. Even with a couple losses, they managed to bump up a spot because there were losses from teams around LSU as well. But the Cajuns at 14, very solid. The 2-2 fouled away down the left field line. Now, ULL started 9-12, but they got that win at Oklahoma. Have won 20 of their next 22 since then. A very, very tough schedule. And this, Coach Glasgow, unfortunately, what the committee message last year when they didn't get to host, when everybody kind of thought they should have, said they didn't play a hard enough schedule. Well, make sure that's not going to happen this year. Line drive pulled foul this time down the right field line. So they have wins. They have a win over Baylor. Oklahoma in the middle. Popped up, foul back, and we continue forward. 2 balls and 2 strikes. This will be the 9th pitch of this at bat. And the bonus, never mind. 9th pitch of the at bat. LSU with 7 hits now in the game as we play in the 3rd. The 2-2 popped up. Well, should get out of it from the Cajun standpoint. Left fielder toward the line will come in and get it. Hager takes an off speed from Berzon for strike 1 to start the 4th. Patrick Wright with you here at Tiger Park. Taylor Sharp in our Capital One studio. Welcome back to Tiger Park. 2 runs for each team. 2 runs, 5 hits. LSU high chopper. That is a foul ball, third base side. It was a good play by Sierra Daniels. She went up, leapt up and got it, but the home plate umpire, whose call that is, says it was foul. She went ahead with the play, and the out would have been recorded at first, but looked like that was definitely the right call. And when Berzon is right, that's what she gets opposing batters to do, hit a lot of those high choppers. Check swing foul back into the net. The Cajun double play that they turned in the last inning, that is something they are pretty good at. 35 double plays turned by their defense. That leads the nation. In fact, nobody else has turned as many as 30, and they've got 35. Here again, the 0-2 to the right-hander missed away. Bergeron tried to bring it back to no avail, and it's 1-2. And the 1-2 got on top of a high pitch, pulled it foul. Again, not something that Berzon does super often, go up in the zone. Valdez seemed to like that one. She popped to short her first time. That was the good over-the-shoulder catch by Pleasance out on the left field grass. 2-2 score in the 4th. Leadoff batter, Berzon will bring it. Ground ball to short. Pleasance scoops it up, fires in plenty of time, 1 out. That'll bring up the 8-hole hitter, Cecilia Vasquez, the shortstop. Vasquez, a 301 hitter, 5 homers, so pretty good pop for the bottom of the order. She grounded back to the circle her first time, right-handed batter.
Number 9, shortstop, Cecilia Vasquez.
And a low and away strike called, 0-1. Might have gotten a bonus gift there. But the count is 0-1. Infield plays back for Vasquez. That one in the dirt, 1 ball and 1 strike. Cajuns will host Nichols tomorrow in Lafayette. Pitch low and in again, 2-1. On their all-time list, the Cajuns have played ULM the most, 147. They are now in the same conference, the Sun Belt. And they've played McNeese 135 times. Ground ball, that was an awkward spinning ball to Pleasance, throw to first in time. Vasquez got out in front of it and kind of pulled it off the end of the bat. Then the ball hit, I'm going to watch on the replay, hit in front of the circle. Then it took a couple of turns and died. It looked like it was going to get to Pleasance a little more quickly than it did. She realized she needed to come charge it and made a solid play for the second out. That one changed directions at least twice. And here is Falterman, who singled in the second. Lefty bat. Ball one is away. Picked up her third hit of the year, was 2 for 21 coming in. Slapped down and chopped it over Daniel into left field. Daniel in again close. The 1-0. Strike inside corner, 1-1. Two, top of the fourth. 1-1 to the plate, runs up, pulls it to Gutierrez, got a toss to Petty, covering behind her, and a good play all the way around. Gutierrez, I think, thought if she didn't go get that one, up that hole on the left side. Strike one on a pitch over the outside corner. So Bergeron's got big room up the middle. She somehow snuck one between Elistad and Vasquez. Her first at bat. Pitch is low, and it's 1-1. And again, they are kind of so close together right now, would have to be hit extremely hard or in the perfect spot again. 1-1. It's up high, so it's 2 balls and 1 strike. And the 2-1. Right field, fly ball right at the right fielder, who comes in a couple steps and grabs it. Falterman, as Bergeron went opposite field with pretty good authority, but Falterman was playing deep and was right there. Kelly Lynch grounded to second her first time. That was with a runner at third, and the runner was thrown out at home. That was Petty, who got thrown out by Langeliers. And low and in, 1-0. Lynch had been 0 for 20 going into the Auburn series, picked up a hit to break out of that, but was 1 for 7 for the weekend. 1-0. Low and in again, ball 2. And the 2-0 misses away, ball 3. Sierra Daniel is on deck. Tigers have out-hit the Cajuns 7-5. Lots of base runners for both squads. 3-0 to Lynch. And she watches ball 4. And expect a pinch runner here for Lynch. Beth Torina already walking forward toward the home plate umpire, and we'll see who it's going to be. I think it's going to be Madeline Giglio, and it is. So Giglio will run it first. And Sierra Daniel will bat. She grounded out in the second. That was good enough to get a run home. Tigers had runners at the corners. That was the play where Langeliers dove by the second base bag, gloved the ball, and then with the glove scooped it to the shortstop covering. Ball 1 is up high, so that's 5 in a row out of the zone. Usually pretty good control, 20 walks and 85 innings coming in. But she's walked a couple. Down and away, ball 2. Now 1 out in the inning. Tigers trying to turn the lineup over. Rudity is 2 for 2 in this game. And Jerry Glasgow wants a visit. Getting paid up to 2 days early with direct deposit is another reason banking with Capital One is one of the easiest decisions ever. That is banking reimagined. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank. Capital One, NA, member FDIC. Just one of those quick little deals to kind of break up the bad rhythm. She had thrown 6 in a row. Nothing really profound that the coach can say, except just let me give you a little breather so you can regroup. And a low strike called at the knees, so it's 2-1. And sometimes all it takes is just a little quick break to get it going again. The 2-1. Chopper towards short. Shortstop bobbles, doesn't have a play anywhere. Runners at first and second. Vasquez bobbled it because the ball wasn't hit that fast. She wanted the force at second, but Giglio was already there. And then she wanted to throw to first, but Daniel was already there. The Tigers have 2 on, 1 out for Rudity, who has singled and scored and then also doubled. Lefty bat, 2 on. And she chops it to second. Short out by the second baseman. Langoliers throw to first in time. But the Tigers have runners at second and third. And Sierra Briggs, who has kind of had the toughest night against Rioseto. Rioseto has struck her out twice, or only 2 of the game. So second and third for Briggs. And the first pitch is up and away, ball 1. Allie Newland on deck. If the inning continues, Tigers have left 4 runners on base. That has been something they have done a lot of recently. 1-0. Ground ball, base hit into right field. Giglio scores. Here comes Daniel. She will score. Throw to second is into center field. It's a 4-2 game, and Briggs makes up for the 2 strikeouts with a 2-run single to right. And we are going to have a pitching change. Jerry Glasgow is out. Pitching change, timeout, a 90-second break. 4-2 Tigers on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
We can sum up McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwich in one word. Crispy, but also juicy and tender. Okay, it's crispy, juicy, tender, all one word. But then, also pickle. Oh, and potato bun, which is 2 words. Okay, we can't sum up our new crispy chicken sandwich in one word, so you'll just have to try it to understand it.
Radio Network.
Sam Landry, the right-hander. First pitch to Allie Newland is a strike, and it's 0-1. The Briggs made up for the 2 strikeouts with a 2-run single through the right side. And LSU has a 4-2 lead, their first lead of the night. Landry, their ace, with the most innings thrown. 0-1. Slow line drive, soft line drive to the right side. Picked up on 1 hop by Langoliers. Throw to first in time, that'll end the inning, but LSU gets 2. There was an error charged on that ball that Daniel hit. So 2 runs. Davis, who has flown to center, grounded to second. Lefty bat, she swings and misses, trying to golf one down and in, and did not get it. So the count is 0-1. And the 0-1 from Berzon showed bunt, then went to slap, and then fouled it. Now, in the games, the 5 games last year against LSU, Davis started all of them, was a .250 hitter. 4 hits, drove in a run, stole a base. Here's the 0-2. That one bounced in front of the plate. Berzon, 4 innings, 5 hits, 60 pitches. 63 now, counting these 3. 2 runs, both earned, top of the first inning on the homer. She has not walked any. She has struck out just 1, but is ahead 4-2. Here's the 1-2, tapper foul. Davis, just the type of person you want leading off. Pesky hitter, does not strike out a ton and has 15 steals, so you know she's fast. And the 1-2 in the dirt away, and it's 2-2. Corners are in a little bit, but with 2 strikes, they've backed up some. Here's the 2-2. Watched another one bounce, and it's 3-2. Haven't had many long counts for Berzon tonight. This is one here at 3-2. And here it is. Swing and a miss. Pitch dropping out of sight. Second strikeout for Berzon. The other one was Elistad to end the first inning. That one looked like a changeup. Hayden has singled and flown to left. And Berzon has retired 5 in a row now. Missed the inside corner. And it's 1-0. Crowd wanted that. That looked like it was inside. ball one. Left-handed bat. Number 2 hitter in the lineup. Off-speed outer corner, and it's 1-1. Call strike. Berzon, the tough luck loser the Friday game against Auburn, gave up 3 runs. Only one of them was earned. Slow grounder to short. Pleasance waits for it. The throw to first. Close, but in time at the bag. Hayden hustling hard down the line, and the Pleasance throw just got there. I don't think the Cajuns are going to offer a challenge here. And here is Crater, who homered in the first inning. Left-handed bat. 2 outs, bases empty. Strike one, off speed, outside corner. And quickly the 0-1. Chopper to short. Pleasance charge, short hop, throw in plenty of time. Inning is over. Pleasance has been busy at facing Sam Landry, who will see her second batter of the game. Much harder thrower than Riazetto. Delivers that one outside, ball one. Landry, 130 innings, 115 strikeouts, and a 2.36 ERA. Ooh, that's a slow, beautiful off-speed pitch, inside corner, 1-1. Ball looked like it was going to hit Gutierrez and then took a quick turn to the plate. Right-handed pitcher. Here's the 1-1. Pulled foul. Well, LSU will see the best the SEC has to offer this weekend in Tennessee. They have the best staff ERA, and it's not even really close in league play. Carly Pickens and Peyton Gottschall, the 2 aces. Another slow one inside, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Gutierrez kind of let that one go. And the 2-2. Fly ball down the left field line, twisting foul. Left fielder dives, can't quite get it in foul territory. Good effort by Hayden. Laid out for it, and she hasn't gotten up yet. As she dove, and then kind of that area where the grass meets the warning track, she tried to lay out flat. She has popped up now. Might have had the wind knocked out over a little bit. Also, making sure she wasn't bleeding from the mouth a little bit, because she might have hit her chin. But a great effort, and she just missed it in foul territory. And then took a little slide. So center fielder Davis, who had gone to check on her, is now back in her spot. Landry making sure everybody's where they're supposed to be before she delivers the 2-2 to Gutierrez. Here's the pitch. Fly ball hit into the gap in right center field, over on the run. Davis makes the catch. Davis very fast out there, covered a lot of ground. The wind was kind of knocking that down a little bit, and she got to it, one away. And here's Pleasance, who has 2 hits and an RBI, so good to see her rolling again a little bit. Four to 2 LSU, bottom of the 5th. Here's the first pitch. Strike at the knees. I was talking about Tennessee. They're pitching. Their staff ERA in SEC games is 1.80. South Carolina second at 2.36. LSU third at 2.45. And Landry needs a timeout. Pitch clock was running down. I don't think she was quite ready. So she'll reset and bring the 0-1. Check swing, pitch low and in. And the count is 1-1. And the pitch to Pleasance A little slow roller to second. Got jammed there. Throw to first in time by Langeliers. There's 2 down for Carly Petty. Petty has doubled and flown to left. So she'll hit left-handed with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Bergeron on deck. Shows bunt. It was a changeup that she didn't have a good feel for, and it went down and away, or down and in, and it's 1 ball, no strikes. Over across the way at the box, LSU leads UNO 4-2 in baseball. 1-0. Low strike at the knees, and it's 1-1. Petty's average at 329 as she stands in. Well, the Tigers with 8 hits tonight. Not much lower than their total for the weekend against Auburn, which they had 15. Pitch is low and away, 2-1. Had 15 hits, 3 doubles, 2 homers. So Petty a 2-run homer, Rudity a 2-run homer, and Gutierrez RBI single Sunday. That was it for the offense. 2-1 coming into Petty, and she pulled it foul. Count is 2-2. And the 2-2 from Landry. Just missed low and in. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the 3-2. Strike 3 called. Right-handed bat. Off the end of the bat. Foul. Count is 0-1. Gave you a wrong score a while ago in baseball. I read our score here, 4-2. It's actually UNO 3, LSU 1, top of the 4th. I thought that 4-2 sounded familiar. Pitch is low and away, and it's 1-1. Four runs, 8 hits LSU, 2 runs, 5 hits, an error for the Cajuns. And the pitch is low and in, 2-1. And the 2-1, chopper up the middle, backhand, off the glove of Petty. Tried to backhand, knew she was going to have to set and make a long throw. The Langeliers will be on at first base. We'll see how they rule that. Petty, I think, had a chance at the out, but she had to move a good ways and was going to be throwing against her body. And here is Sam Rowe. Going to give her a base hit, probably the appropriate call. Langeliers 3 for 3. Pop up into shallow right on the run, and it's dropped by Rudity. Throw to second to get the force, though, and a good recovery by Rudity and right. As that ball, the wind was pushing it toward the ground really hard, and Rudity running toward the line, had it hit her glove and she dropped it, but then she stood up and threw a strike to get a force at second, as the runner at first had to wait, assuming that was going to be caught. So Rudity turned disaster into a force play. So runner at first, 1 away. Lefty bat, Elistad takes it high, ball 1. Well, in the 6th hole, Elistad is one of their big RBI bats. She leads the Sun Belt Conference in conference games with 27. And ball 2 is low. So that was the old 9-6 put out at second base. Rudity to Pleasance covering the bag. 2-0 to Elistad. Off-speed strike over the outside corner. And the count is 2-1. Rowe, the new runner at first base. Here's the 2-1. Just missed away. It's 3-1. I know Elistad is the tying run. I think LSU is being very careful with her as the next two batters 0 for 4 combined. The 3-1, and it is ball 4 low. And that'll bring up Valdez, the catcher, who has popped to short, grounded to short. Valdez would, she hits one of those hard grounders to short, I think would be a double play candidate. 283 hitter, right-handed bat. Missed away, ball 1. Valdez 26 runs batted in, so she is a good run producer out of the 7-hole. 2 runners on, 1 out, 4-2 LSU in the 6th. Line drive, that is foul, past third. Daniel was close to the line. That ball avoided her. And the count is 1-1. In the dirt, 2 balls and a strike. Berzon has hit a little bit of a rough patch here in the 6th inning. Valdez with 6 homers. She's got power. And Berzon now needs time. And this pitch is low, ball 3. Vasquez, the shortstop, due up next, but Berzon flirting with a lot of danger here. 2 on and a 3-1 count to the right-handed hitting Valdez. And here is the 3-1. Slow roller to short. Pleasance has to charge. Throw in time. 2 down. It was a check swing, slow roller. And the only play Pleasance had was at first. She has been busy tonight, but now the tying run is in scoring position with 2 down. Especially the last 3 innings. Pleasance had a couple of grounders in the 4th, 2 in the 5th, 1 here in the 6th, and also caught the ball that Rudy threw. So here's Vasquez, has grounded to the circle, has grounded to short, and pops it up foul back, and the count's 0-1. Four to 2 LSU. Runner at third is Rowe. Runner at second is Elistad. Right-handed bat in the box. Swing and a miss. Good hard drop, and it's 0-2. Vasquez, .294 average. No homers on the season. And the Tiger fans coming to life a little bit. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Got her down and away. So Berzon works herself out of 6th inning trouble. No runs, a hit, 2 left. With Louisiana Lottery giving you a reason to smile, you must be at least 21 to purchase. Bergeron, Lynch, Daniel, the LSU bottom 3 of the order, to face Sam Landry, who has gotten them 4 up and 4 down. And here's the first pitch, and strike 1 inside corner. Bergeron singled and scored in the 2nd, flew to right in the 4th. Lynch, Daniel, the next 2. Here is the 0-1. The changeup is lined into center field for a base hit. Bergeron very patiently waited on that one and hit it over the bag just past Vasquez, and I believe we will have a pinch runner here for Bergeron, since she is on base for the first time tonight. We've seen Giglio already, probably Maya Townsend this time, and it will be. Lynch has grounded out, walked, and scored. step in with a 220 average. See what the play might be. Bunt, maybe? No, didn't show it. Took a strike over the outside corner. And the 0-1 showing the bunt and then fouled it at the plate. Oh, she is behind 0-2. So showed bunt the second time and couldn't quite get it to work. And now she will be swinging away. Third baseman Elistad plays off the line at third. If Lynch were to pull one, there is room. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a foul tip. Lynch is out on strikes, and there's one down. And that'll bring up Daniel, who's been in the middle of some things again here tonight. Got an RBI on a grounder to second, and then reached on what was ruled an error, that slow hit ball back in the fourth inning. She'll bat left-handed. And she lines it into right field for a base hit. Rounding second, stopping there is Townsend. That was just a little pulled looper into the open area. There was nobody out there in shallow right. And there's one out. Runners at first and second. Top of the order, Rudity. Tigers looking to break this thing open. 2-run lead, bottom of the sixth. Rudity 2 for 3. Single, double, ground out. 2 on, 1 out, and then Briggs on deck. And the first pitch is low and away, ball 1. One out, 2 on. Lefty bat, the 1-0 check swing. It's low and in, ball 2. Well, Landry, not quite as good a control as Riazetto. Landry 48 walks and 130, and it's not bad. That pitch is a high strike at the belt, and it's 2-1. It's not bad numbers, but not quite as good as what Riazetto had. 20 in only 85 innings. And the 2-1, swing and a foul back. Pitch down and in to the lefty Rudity. Cajuns will host Southern Miss this weekend in Sun Belt action. LSU off to Tennessee. 5 o'clock Friday, 11 a.m. Saturday, 1 p.m. Sunday. 2-2 count to Rudity. Infield pretty much straight away, as is the outfield. Swing and a miss on an outstanding changeup. And Rudity just kind of walks back to the dugout. That was a very good pitch by Landry. It was right over the plate, but Rudity was not looking for that. And here is Briggs, who had the big hit of the game. It was a 2-run single in the fourth that gave LSU the lead, and that's where we are now, 4-2. 10 hits now for the Tigers. Here's the pitch. Briggs pokes it foul, left side. With 2 down, she will bat. That single in the fourth inning was with 2 out. Runners were at second and third. And the 0-1 tries to drop down a bunt, fouls it, and it's 0-2. No good speed on the bases. Townsend second, Daniel first. And Briggs has struck out again, went fishing for one down and away, another off speed. Now, she struck out 3 times as Briggs, but the 2-run single she hit in the fourth has LSU ahead. They will take that lead to the 7th. It's 4-2 LSU on the LSU Sports Radio Network. I'll remind you that Cox is proud to be the presenting sponsor for LSU Women's Athletics. top of the 7th inning, bottom of the Cajun order. Falterman takes strike one. As she showed bunt, took it down over the inside part of the plate. Falterman picked up her 3rd hit of the season earlier in this game. She is 1 for 3 now, or 1 for 2. The 0-1 to the lefty, strike 2, outside corner. And it's 0-2. Berzon, 6 innings, 6 hits, 93 pitches. Has not allowed a run since the first. 0-2. Runs up, taps it foul, spoiled that one. She has 3 strikeouts, but 2 of them have been in the last couple innings. Top of their order due up. The 0-2, I think she held up. Yep, she did. It was down and in, broke the wrist a little bit. Bat move, but certainly not through the zone. It'll count as 1-2. You appeal that, hoping third base umpire maybe wasn't awake, but correct call was made. And now the 1-2. Tapper to the circle. Berzon has it. The throw to first, a little high this time, but Gutierrez climbed the ladder, and there's 1 out. So Berzon has spiked the throw to first and then lobbed that throw. Gutierrez may be having a few nightmares tonight about some of these, but she's been there and caught all of them. And the big first out of the 7th. Here is Maya Davis, 0 for 3 at the top. She shows bunt, 1 floats away, and it's 1 ball, no strikes. Even with 0 for 3 tonight, Davis still above 400, a 401 hitter. Lefty with a ton of speed. A little slap to third. Daniel quickly to first. Not in time. Looked like she was able to beat that one. Again, that lightning speed. It was just a little tap to third. It had a bounce for Daniel, but boy, Davis was flying. Daniel did everything she could, and I believe she is safe. We'll go ahead and let you hear it anyway. All right, we didn't get the verbal on that. We just got the safe call. So those of you at home on the radio couldn't see it, but safe call was ruled. And now what Berzon will have to deal with is this. You got Hayden, 1 for 3, and then Crater, who homered in the first inning. So barring a double play, Crater's going to get the bat here. So 1 out, 7th inning, 4-2 LSU. Left-handed bat. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Hayden was trying to do the heavy lifting there, and she was out in front of one. 0-1. She has not hit a homer all season. Strike 2 called over the outside corner. Hayden does have 11 doubles. She's got a little bit of gap power. Berzon is ahead in the count here. No balls and 2 strikes. And the 0-2, it's in the dirt. Good stop. Bergeron couldn't find it at first, but she did finally locate it. Davis, fast runner, stayed at first base. Hayden has only struck out 5 times this year. She is going to be a tough out. 1-2, chopper to short. Short hop, Pleasance to second for the force, and there's 2 down. Pleasance again in the middle of the action. She is also grounded to second, grounded to short, and she fouls it. Kind of inside half there. Jammed it, fouled it over toward the Cajun dugout. Teams will meet next Tuesday in Lafayette. Well, we've had a good one tonight. 4-2 LSU, top of the 7th. High chopper. Pleasance will grab it. Throw to first. Ball game over, and the Tigers win. Overcame a 2-0 first inning